every time that Sister Heyman goes to the hospital and she's going to emergency, they always ask this particular question, that if they needed to, would I okay life-saving measures to be given to her? And I've always said yes. While I'm in the situation, it doesn't really bother me. I'm kind of used to that question. But as I'm stepping back and looking at that, with all the stuff that she's been through, all the pain, everything that she has undergone, I'm not thinking of her passing away right now, no. But she's been so strong. She's been so strong. I mean, when she had her cataract surgery, I would have thought, okay, she's going to need general anesthesia. Even though they only work on one part of her body, but I can't imagine myself being awake while they're taking out my lens in my eye. I can't imagine that. But then I forget this is the same woman that even when she was able to respond to people and able to answer and everything, that particular nature, she would go to her eye appointment and they would inject her eye, not around her eye, but right into her eye directly, so she can have her vision saved. And she would do that all the time. And I couldn't imagine going through it, but she would do it. My son went once and he almost freaked out. And I can understand why. Because the way, if I'm talking about it, it seems squeamish. But she'd go there, they put numbing fluid into her eyes, and then she'd do what he would do. But I surely didn't expect her to be awake during her cataract surgery. But they had been having problems before, and the anesthesiologist did not want to put her under because of what she has in her lungs, at least one lung. That she has a little bit of fluid. It's been there for quite some time, ever since she had her stroke. And every time we take her to the ER, they mention it, and they say, are you going to do anything about it? No, it's not as important right now. Maybe one day they will do it. And every time I hear her cough, she's not coughing a lot, but I'm watching what she does. But when she left her surgery, they were taking her out. They were saying, "Oh, she did real good. She did very good." So they were able to put her under. No, they didn't put her under. She was there watching us the entire time. I said, "Oh God, oh help us!" And she was smiling. She was smiling. And I just can't believe it. I still can't believe it. I'm throwing it in my head and I can't believe it. Maybe people do have cataract surgery and they are awake all that time, but I can't imagine they're going into your eye, taking out the defective lens and putting a new one in. I can't imagine that. Without anesthesia, general anesthesia. I mean, will put me to sleep. You can pop my opener if you want, but put me to sleep. Then today, I remember I was doing something, and it took me a good part of the evening and up to about 1 2 in the morning. I said, oh, okay, I have a caregiver that's coming. I want to be able to be awake for them to get here. And I wasn't awake, but I did hear the door knock. About 8 in the morning, caregiver came. I was able to go and get just Sister Hayman some breakfast. Did out everything that we needed to do. Took her medicines. Took her insulin. I'm not insulin, but took her blood sugar count. Then gave her insulin. And then I went to the bed next to her and I just passed out. Now remember, this is the day that I'm supposed to be here, dialysis. So I'm asleep, right? And then when the caregiver is about to leave, she says, I'm about to leave. It's okay, all right, good. So I acknowledged that and I went back to sleep. I got up about 15 and 20 minutes before we were supposed to be at dialysis. Oh no, I didn't even give her anything to eat. Although usually during dialysis days, I don't give her anything to eat because essentially that's extra. Well, because essentially that's extra carbs that I have to deal with in terms of insulin. And she's usually okay at that particular time, as long as I give her some water. But I asked her, I said, you know what, this time you really don't have to go. You don't have to go to Dallas. We could just stay home. I mean, we've got a good one on Monday. Looks like you're doing okay right now. Won't have to worry until Friday. And Friday would be the one that you'd have to take. And she was, and I expected her to say, to shake her head, do you want to go? I expected her to do like this. No, because she can, even though she doesn't speak, she responds. And she responds well. She knows what you're doing with her. She can answer yes or no by no or yes. A few times she might get confused, but mostly she can do that. She can yes or no. Today, she didn't really say anything. She just looked at me and said, okay, all right, let's do what we're going to do. Let's hurry up and get you ready. I had supposed to give her lidocaine shot. I mean, her lidocaine ointment on her arm, so she didn't have to feel anything when they put the needles in her for her fistula on her right arm. And what did I do? Yes, I put gobs and gobs of lidocaine on there, hoping that it would take in time. Then I rushed over to the dialysis center, got her here. She got in at her regular time, and they were saying, well, if you really needed to rest, you could have taken off today if you really wanted to, because she's been doing pretty good. Worst comes to worst, you can try to see if you can find a dialysis center tomorrow. But she's okay. So you know what, it's okay. But there was no pushback. Sometimes if I know if she doesn't like it, she'll push back, she'll cry, she'll find some way of making it known that she doesn't like this. She didn't, she was just there, she did it. And I just started admiring her. With all the stuff that she's going through, all the things that she's undergoing, that she's okay. She's okay with the situation. I know that she's not okay with being heard, but this is a very strong woman. And I have to be strong for her. That's why I got to be strong, Saints. That's why I must be strong for her. Because she's pulling her weight and more besides. Maybe she can't walk or stand by herself, but she can try to pivot and help me when I have to get her up and put her in the wheelchair, put her in the bed, put her in the car. The only time she it's the disapproval is if I end up scratching her leg on the wheelchair pedals or legs, which I understand that would hurt, and I understand it. But otherwise, she's okay. She does her help. She can't get up by herself, no, but she can get her legs under her, and I can hold her, and it's not dead weight. It's her supporting her own weight, which is not something I thought she was going to be able to do. When she left the hospital in Florida almost 2 years ago. No, everything is not perfect, but God is good. It doesn't matter whether things are going well or things are not going well. I'm not going to be a fair weather saint to abandon God when things are not going that well for me. Like he has to do something for me. He doesn't have to do anything for me. He's already done enough. He saved me. He saved my wife. And he's kept us through all these years. And I truly thank God for things he's done. I thank the Lord for him helping me to understand my position in life and to be content with it. And I thank God for my lovely wife, sister, mother of my child. She can respond. When she sees people after a while, Brother and Sister Jameson came over about a week ago. Oh, she was smiling so much. It did her heart good to see them. Then my brother, who stays in Texas, he flew back. He flew over here. And she was able to see him, and again, smiling, just smiling. So she recognizes people who she knows. She might be able to respond back in a way that we would think that she could, but she knows who it is. She knows her condition. She knows what she needs. She takes her medicine. It's a lot of medicine, but she takes it. Doesn't complain about it. Only about the vitamin B capsule, which probably is the least concerning of all the medicines that she takes. But even that, she'll swallow it. I tell her it's time to test your blood sugar. She puts her hand out, knowing it has to be pricked. She's an excellent patient, to be honest. Excellent, excellent patient. I didn't think she was going to be. She's a fighter. She's an excellent patient. In any case, I just wanted to say that I really admire my wife's courage through all this and the way that she's taking it. And because of her strength, that strength gives me strength. I can go on. I can do what I need to do. If she can do it, then so can I. God bless you, saints, in Jesus' name.